Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, just some of the youngest that I work with down that I work with down that I work with down New Beginning. They
Oh,
be calling me OG and shit, right? So I'm like, what OG mean to you? You know what they say, original gangster. But I'm like, well, I'm gonna change it. You know, it's offering games, so I'm gonna give you some games
mm,
that you can use. You know what I mean, throughout your life, man. That if you got to go over to the other side and the feds, man, once you leave here, that you could use, to survive in it. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Because anybody, a lot of them youngest, man, they be quick to reject the information that dudes from my ilk or my from my era get them because of the age difference.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But anybody could tell you to do something wrong, and them youngest be quick to jump at it. But as soon as a motherfucker tell you to do something right because they care about your life and they want you to survive, you reject that information. Like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit,
Oh,
man. Oh, I'm
oh,
tripping.
they look at you like, oh, this nigga trying to be holy. Oh, this nigga, they look at you negative when you try to give them a
Yeah,
positive.
you know, one of the youngest, man, you changed, man. You ain't the Teflon I heard about. I'm like, man, shorty, change is for the better.
Definitely,
If I wouldn't have changed, what do you think I would have been? You know what
definitely,
I mean?
real
Like,
shit.
I take like all your little friends, they quick to tell you, man, come on, let's go rob this motherfucker. Let's go rob that motherfucker. Let's go do this lick. And look where you at. You jumped out there head first when the motherfucker told you something wrong to do, but you reject the information when somebody tell you something right to do.
And got your whole hate. And then they don't be like, what woke me up to that shit was when I seen, like, niggas, like, when I seen them niggas testify on me. My niggas. Like, when I seen my niggas on the stand point me out. Like people be like, oh, that nigga hot. He wrote a statement. Oh, that nigga, fuck all that. I'm talking about when I actually seen them niggas point me out on the stand. I was like, dog, we slept in the same bed. My mother fed you. Like one of the situations I did for one of the niggas that testified on me, I'm like, that shit changed the way I think when it comes to that friendship shit, when it comes to receiving shit from people and all that shit. Like until a motherfucker really feel that shit, niggas talk about it or no rats allowed. They don't even really understand the depth of that shit until you like that shit. That shit'll fuck you up. You know, that shit'll make. And then when you go on the inside, it ain't even you don't see a lot of niggas in the visiting room. Niggas in the visiting room. Mail don't come from niggas. Like and niggas be so much on that my nigga, my home. They don't even really understand who is who for real. And that's another thing I try to talk to them about. But they feel like you attacking them. So I walk on that little light because I don't want them to feel like I'm attacking them or I know more than they know. Because I try to always tell them like Slim, I got locked up at 15.
Yeah.
So me and you not too far from each other. I'm still grown. I've been out here 3 years, so I'm 18 right now. So I feel you, nigga. I be trying to get on a level as much as possible, just so they could really like accept that shit. But it take a little time for them to open up to it. But them niggas, like what
Yeah.
grandma, my grandma, you say hard headed. That shit real.
For real, for real.
Yeah,
And I never understood what my grandmother when she used to be telling me, man, she used to be telling me that shit, man. I was like, I was rejecting it because, I'm like, man, she old, she don't know what she talking about. You know what I mean? But when I was hitting the head with that sentence, I'm like, damn, I see now everything that grandma ever told me, man, was real.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But we reject that information coming from a person that's older than us, like they don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I mean? But they do. And a lot of times, it don't always happen. It don't always happen. Some people are able to escape, them traps or them pitfalls, man, running around, reckless.
yeah.
And some motherfuckers able to get away with it. But it's only going you only gonna get away with it for so long, man. Eventually
Yeah,
going
no, it's like the drinking and driving shit. When I tell my niggas like I've been doing that shit since I ain't never, but it take one time to end your whole career. It take one time. You could get away for that shit your whole life. It take one time to end your career, get paralyzed and be fucked up. Like and and they just think I be like young. And then once I be looking at the music too. Cause like when I grew up and before me, like you had rappers. The rappers was trying to be like street niggas. The rappers took street niggas' name. Now that shit flipped. Street niggas be trying to be like rappers. The street niggas got rappers' names and shit. Like now,
Wow.
and that shit be, cause I be like, young, when the rapper try to be the street nigga, he could play that persona on TV and all through the videos. But when the street nigga try to be a rapper, you gonna try to run it up too quick to live on that standard. That's why you gonna get blew out the water quick as shit. Like you got niggas in the street named after rappers that never been in the streets. I be like, yeah, you don't even know these niggas. These niggas ain't live this shit. They rapping.
Right.
She said, and the rappers want to be athletes, and the athletes want to be rappers. Oh, somebody they asked about the Vlad too. They must well know him.
Yeah. This come. I'm gonna shoot the interview, man. Soon, within the next couple weeks or so. You know what I mean? I know New York is
Super locked down.
contaminated like a motherfucker, but I'm gonna try to slide in and slide out that motherfucker, man, to do this because I know the people want it. You know what I mean? And I think it's a good opportunity, man, to expand the brand, man, to you know
Definitely.
demographic, man, that I haven't tapped into yet. You know what I mean? Because the end game, man, for real, man, is the man put on for the city in a way, man, that a motherfucker that come from my era didn't put on.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's nobody that come from that era that can do it better than me. Be honest with you.
They had to
You know
live
what
throughout that time and be able to fucking and still have everything intact, your whole armor intact, your name, reputation, the love, the law, the all that shit. Yeah.
my point exactly. So I mean, I've been through it, man. I've been through the trenches, man. I came out that era. I survived that era, man, when it was DC was cloudy with gun smoke.
And they don't
When
even they be thinking it's so vicious right now, and I be like, dog, when y'all lit, like the murder rate might hit 100, might hit 200. Y'all shit was 500 every
yeah,
time
I mean, we was
plus.
the murder capital. You know what I mean? And to survive that, I ain't never been shot. I never
Mm.
been shot. Now, I got grazed before, but I never got shot. I never been stabbed and none of that shit, right? And I did 25 years on my 10, solid, stood on that, came home without a blemish, scratch, scrape, mark, nothing on my shield of honor. I never told on nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I came out of that shit, man, with my honor intact and was able to bring some of my dreams to fruition. You know what I mean? That gotta speak for something, you know what I mean? Because I didn't allow myself to fall victim to the drugs in it. I didn't allow myself to fall victim to, you know, uh any type of sexual frustrations where, niggas start fucking with men. I ain't never did none of that shit. You know what I mean? I'm always man, 100%. So, to make it out of that shit and to still have my sanity, my honor, and my manhood, everything intact the way it is, that got to speak for something. I'm not looking for nothing because this is what I'm supposed to do as a man anyway.
Somebody say they remember when you got grades. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing. I ain't looking for nothing for because that's the life. That's what a nigga supposed to do.
yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do anyway because it was embedded in me. So I'm not looking for no recognition or nothing from that, but to be able
But
to
it, it,
survive
it
it.
do it do mean a lot though. It mean outside of you, like to us, like it mean that's like a nigga, a troop going to war and coming back and coming back with the medals and like
Right.
to him he did his job. He don't need no parade. But to us, that shit mean a lot. Like cause
And,
this shit, yeah, you feel me?
yeah, and when I was in the system, I made sure I carried that flag, man. You know what I mean? I
Uh,
made sure I carried that flag. I wore that flag proudly. Them 3 stars, them 2 bars, I carried that motherfucker, Slim. You know what I mean? Anybody that wanted problem with DC, you gonna see Sean. Straight up, I'm
uh,
coming. But we can't talk it out and we can't ration out the situation. I'm coming for one of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna get somebody ass, man, because I'm gonna represent for my city the way it's supposed to be represented, and I'm not gonna let nobody curry my homies. Simple as that. I'm not doing it. So, you know what I mean? And for me to make it through that shit with all the race riots, all the wars that we've been through in the feds, I made it out that shit without a scratch, but I bust plenty of ass in them joints. So.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I made it out that shit without a scratch because, you know, I knew how to maneuver through that shit like I was in 300.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, man, I just want my homies, man, to come together, man. If we learn how to come together, Slim, and we support each other, we could do something real big with this city, man.
Man, it's open. That shit wild. Man, it's a lot of people's stories. Like it's a lot. Like when I did an interview walking around where I'm from, and I was like, it was some white people out there, and I was like, that piece of pavement that they standing on, that part of the street, I don't even know, like 6, 7 niggas I know personally got murdered right there. Like they standing on a fucking graveyard and they don't even know it. Like it's niggas stories who need to be told, who like Frey and all them niggas. Like a lot of people don't even know about that shit. They don't understand the depth of that shit. And I think it's because I feel like we know a lot about other areas. We know a lot. We know about Soldier Slim. We know about different gangsters from fucking California. We know about fucking what's the nigga behind Death Row? Larry Hoover. And we know everybody's story. Prime, what's up, fool? That's my dog, Prime. We know about everybody's story, but a lot of them don't know about our stories. They only
And
know
you know what?
one name about this motherfucker. Two names that they know. Two names for real.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, that's a topic for another day about
Man, this shit going crazy. Oh, there you go.
you know, it's a lot of
Fat boy, what's up?
it's a lot of question marks on over top of some of these dudes' heads, man, that these names with some motherfuckers outside our city hear about, right?
Yeah,
Their sexualities and all that shit come into
yeah.
question.
And this the thing though. Just I'm a school of thought, and I've sat down and listened to all my big homies. But I never talk about certain things like what you're talking about because it ain't my place. Is y'all place. I'm not gonna talk because I want a part of that earth, so I don't even feel like I could even I shouldn't even walk in that. So I sit back and wait for y'all to do it because there's a lot of niggas out that's like, for example, me being in a serious jail with certain people. Then we leave that jail and go to another jail that's not as serious, but them niggas carrying the reputation of that jail, making it seem like, yeah, I was, and the whole time I know, like, dog, you was quiet as shit in that environment. But it don't be my place to say that shit. I leave that shit to people inside of that bracket and shit. So what you saying is 1,000% correct. Personal conversations though, I let niggas know, but I don't come out and talk about that shit on no. Yeah, but
You
it
know,
need to be done though.
I'm not I'm gonna celebrate me, Slim. I'm not looking for nobody to celebrate me or none of
Yeah,
that shit, right? But when you speak on how other cities embrace their their OGs or whatever, right? It's because you know they don't have that pride or that ego attached to or a motherfucker in the ear like, man, what the fuck you on that nigga dick for?
yeah.
You know what I
That
mean?
and that's
It's
what
like
happened out here. Oh
it's
my
a dick riding,
god.
it's a dick riding thing in our city. You know what I mean? If you
Yeah,
ain't from the neighborhood and you've been, you know, you who you are and you establish yourself and your reputation in this city and you're a stand-up man, another nigga can't like celebrate you without another nigga in his ear. So what you on that nigga dick for?
man.
And it shouldn't be that way. I mean, like you say, when the whole city of Chicago celebrate Larry Hoover. You dig what, man?
Everybody.
The
Yeah,
whole city of motherfucking Louisiana celebrate Lil Boosie. You know what I
yes.
mean? They hold these dudes in a high regard because these niggas kept it real and they thorough. You know what I mean? But when you got a motherfucker, say for instance, like myself, in this small city, and a nigga from Southeast mention my name, he might got a homie be like, man, fuck that nigga.
No, that nigga ain't do nothing. Niggas go to jail or like
Oh
niggas
yeah,
is
you know what I'm saying? That shit is not cool.
yeah, that's real shit.
Because what did I do to you or to another motherfucker for you to say fuck me, other than for me being a stand up man?
Yeah, that's
But
real shit.
because you don't have a reputation or that I have, or you feel like you put in much work as I did, or whatever the case may be, you looking at like, man, I ain't stunting that shit. Like fucking everybody put work in.
Yeah, that shit spill over to this music lane because I got like I got videos from pulling up to gas stations in North Carolina, and they like, oh shit, they want to take a picture. They showing love because they looking at a nigga. They fuck with his music. They fuck with his story. They fuck with his personality. Might be females that like me for other reasons. I go to the gas station here. I done heard niggas like, yeah, that's a. But they don't. They not gonna show that shit though. They not gonna ask to take a picture. They be so wrapped up in they like. That's the one thing I it kills me about our area. Yeah.
That's why the South winning. Because them niggas support each other, home. They don't give a fuck about if your music is better than theirs, if you pack more shows than theirs, if you got more record sales than them. They gonna get on the track with you if you ask them.
Yeah,
We
real
in
shit.
charge. That's why them niggas winning, because they know how to support each other and they know how to build up a city in a motherfucking state or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? To put it out there to the world to see.
Yeah.
Man, we can do this shit together. We can't do it by ourselves, huh?
You
We
can't.
need our city to get behind us.
And even if you trap like I'm as like when you invest and exhaust all your own resources, it kills you. That shit you turn to a fucking raisin out this job. Like it takes all that. Like man, Prime be talking about that shit. It takes all the plugs that come into play. Like he know a nigga here. He like in Atlanta. Like a lot of shit they do that look good on camera. Everything come off the strength. And I be telling, like, when I had the meetings with the spats out here, when they be booking niggas, I'm like, no, if you know a nigga like Boosie coming to your club, why don't you grab an artist from out here, fly that nigga like 20 bottles, blow him up in that club so he can look good, so these motherfuckers be like, damn, who the fuck is that nigga? He gonna want to come over there and shit. He might send a bottle. He gonna want to know who he is. But our city, they look at niggas like, man, they'd rather blow that artist that's coming here. They gonna blow him up. They gonna get him the 20 free bottles. They gonna show
Yeah.
him all the, and not knowing that if you invest in your artists and the entertainers here, it's gonna bring so much money to the city. It's
Man,
gonna enrich.
I know so many dudes, man, from out of town, from other cities, man, that say, man, they tell me all the time, y'all city, everybody waiting for DC to blow, home. We the fucking nation's capital.
Everybody got so much style from like Lucci. I saved some of these videos from signed major rappers when they say what's your best city to go to. All of them say DC. All of them say DMV because we show them so much love. Only if we could take break a piece of that and give it to our own entertainers. Like when your book drop, the whole area supposed to rock out because our area need this shit. When that
Right.
shit dropped, everybody supposed to been like, this the realest shit in the streets on paper. But
Exactly. Even if you don't want to read the book, just get the motherfucker because
yeah.
just to support. Because but we don't get that though, Slim. Like I say, it's so many niggas that I know, man. Be like, man, y'all city can be on top if you niggas just learn how to
And that,
support each other.
and V said some real, a lot of people here in power not from here too. What she said is true. Like radio, when you look at a lot of power plants in our area, the people that run that shit ain't even from here too. That's true as shit. Like we be letting a lot of our area is the only area people could come to without showing some type of love or something. Other areas when you go out there, some type they want you. Even if you come out here and autograph a million CDs for a nigga, like our area, we be letting niggas come out here. They just run through it, get 1,000 features, then roll the fuck out. They pull all our resources and roll the fuck out.
Man, listen, man. If we can put something together, man, I'm talking about, man, this shit could be epic, man. You, Nucci, when Fat Trail come home, you know what I mean? Lil Chink, the champ,
Yeah, that's
few
my
other
dog.
dudes, few other dudes, man, that's making waves, man, that's making noise out here in the city. the DMV, you know what I mean, with that in that rap game, and show, man, just show a level of unity. You know what I mean? There may be somebody, man, will take recognition in that, like, okay, well, I see now that they can't perform together without
Yeah.
a motherfucker dying or without no hate and shit going on, and we could put them on the bill with these big stars, these big artists. You know what I mean? And get some motherfuckers out of these streets, man, and get niggas paid the way niggas deserve to be paid.
And cause this and then like I told niggas, like no matter what you do, you don't even like once that enrichment comes to our area, it's gonna be so much cash running through the streets for niggas that do everything, niggas that drive, niggas that do security, niggas that promote A&R, niggas that just put two people together in a room. Like it's gonna be so much money in the area. Everybody with their merchandise, all that shit gonna go up. Cause so many people from outside gonna be coming in looking to cop. Niggas want clothes, niggas want shoes, niggas want pictures, niggas want videos, clubs, studios. That shit gonna bring so much money, so the area is gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It'll be huge, man. It'll be
yeah,
huge.
no question, man. Man, listen, before I get off this junk, man, I just want to tell you, man, keep pushing, bro. I see you, man. You know, other people see you. Don't be surprised, man, or don't think that you know your music is not being appreciated or respected or viewed in a way, man, that you know it's not representing the city right. You know what I mean? Don't think that, because it is. You know what I mean? I see you. I always pay attention to your movement, and I respect it. You know what I mean? You, the way you market yourself, the way you brand yourself, man, is it's it make me smile because I learned this shit in college. So when
Yeah,
I see you doing certain shit, I'm like, yeah, okay, I see you, man. Just keep pushing, bro, man. I wanted to tell you, man. You know, when I see you one live, I wanted to jump on and let you know, man. You know, we haven't frequent the same atmosphere as of yet, but we will soon, man. But I want to let you know, man, I respect you, man. I love what you're doing, man. I love you, bro.
man. Same to you. I love you too, fool. Man, I appreciate that shit. You
Keep
ever?
doing what you're doing, man. I'm gonna see you, man. We're gonna get up soon, bro. All right,
Already, fool.
all right, my man. Be
All
safe.
right.
All right.